Hello, Cindy, Elizabeth, Keely, Brittany, Allison, Veronica, Jamie, Kaylin, Vanessa, Catherine, Lauren, Cynthia, Sophia, Amani, and Nicole and Sophia. Thank you all for an excellent week of discussion in our first week together in operations management and decision making. I really appreciate all your contributions and insights. There really is a lot to operations management and supply chain management. I appreciate all of the details that you all included in your discussion posts. There really is a lot that goes into, for example, as many of you commented, the process of producing a bottle of water. And it's in some ways, it's just amazing that you could buy a bottle of water in the dollar store for $1, considering how far it has to go, all the different processes that are involved in getting that water purified into a container, getting the top on it, getting it shipped, getting it to the warehouse, getting it to the retailer, all of the steps involved in that supply chain, and yet you can still go and get it for $1 or sometimes even less. It's really pretty amazing. And that is due to all the efficiencies that come with economies of scale and with operations managers who are very effective and produce, very high levels of efficiency. It's a gift to all of us. So I appreciate your insights into operations management, and Keely, thank you for providing insights from your experience as the operations manager at the orthopedic sports medicine practice. That was really helpful. It helps us to see that even in a service-oriented business like a medical practice, you as an operations manager have to deal with a lot of physical input. You have to deal with supplies. You have to deal with buildings. You have to deal with a lot of physical plant contingencies in order to do your job well, even though you're primarily in a service industry. And of course, you need to deal with employees and how the employees treat customers and the whole customer experience. And that, if you take anything away from this week of discussion, I hope it's that no matter whether it's a service-oriented business or a product-oriented business, the goal of operations management is to produce the best customer experience possible. Sometimes that's highly focused on producing an excellent, high-quality product at a very reasonable price, and that's the main thing that one needs to do in order to have an excellent customer experience. Sometimes it's really focused on how employees interact with the customer in a service-oriented business, that it depends a lot on relationship and communication. But in both of those types of business, there is always an element of the other. So that if you have a product-oriented business like selling a car, yes, it matters a huge amount. The quality of the car, how reliable it is, and how it looks, how it drives, all of those things about what the quality of the product is. But if you go to a car dealership and the salesperson is a jerk, even though the car is excellent, you still might not buy it. There is an element of service that goes even with something that's a business that's very product oriented. And by the same token, if you're at a medical practice, yes, the thing that matters the most is how you're treated, what the diagnosis is. Is it accurate? What's your experience? But if the office is really dirty, if it's dingy, if the furniture is old and ugly, that contributes to an experience that's not ideal and might discourage some people from going there before they even have a positive experience with the physician or the PA. So for operations managers, it's both product and service in balance. Both of those things need to be considered. And as you all pointed out too, operations management is about effectiveness and efficiency, but it's not only about making money. And I really appreciated your insights, Jamie, about the food service industry, food manufacturing. It's easy for those of us who are not in the industry to say, oh, well, they're just about changing product size to make more money, and it's all just a scheme. But I really appreciated your insights that helped us to understand that there are some reasons why a food manufacturing company might change a size because the ingredients change. They're trying to produce a product that's more natural, that's healthier, and those ingredients are more expensive. And so they might move to a smaller size in order to make that continue to make that appealing to a consumer rather than have a huge price jump. That they'd say, look, this is a different product. We're selling it in a smaller size, but it's a healthier version of what we were producing. Here it is. Thank you, Jamie, for sharing that insight with us. I appreciate that. And I also want to point out that it's that all of you have had some great things to say. Keely and Jamie are in careers that are focused on operations management. They have some personal knowledge, and I'm grateful for them sharing that. But all of us have a background that helps contribute to the conversation and insights. Allison, I know you're not an operations manager; you're a paralegal, but you had some very good insights to share with us, and I appreciate that very much. Cynthia, Mike, appreciated your insights about the idea that the cheapest option is not always the best option. And yes, it is true. Sometimes husbands do think that way, but not always. And you're absolutely right that price is not the only thing to consider in a purchase. That if your kids aren't going to eat the generic ranch dressing, it really is kind of pointless to buy it. So I'm looking forward to our discussion this week in week 2. If any of you have some comments about the operations center, the distribution center videos, I would be interested to hear them. I think that it's really amazing how those operations work and how they not only get things done very efficiently, but even include people in the process who might not find jobs in other places, but it's an everybody wins kind of situation. So I encourage you to watch those distribution center videos. If you have any questions, if there's any way that I could be helpful to you, please let me know. And again, thank you for your great participation in week 1.